Hello again. We're in the Bolster Moor Farm shop here in West Yorkshire, and I recently did a steak pie tasting and it was absolutely first class. So we're here again today to get another steak pie to see if the consistency stays the same and quality stays the same, and I'm going to get a pork pie and a sausage roll as well. Well, here we are with all the products that we bought from the Bolster Moor Farm shop. We'll go through the prices and individually in a minute. We've got a good array of things. A couple of things. Just wanted a sausage roll, but they did a pulled pork one as well, which is, the produce in there is absolutely superb. But we did get a steak pie before. Now what we've done this time, we've added heat, just a little bit of heat. So I'm going to cut this in half and let you see what's inside it. And I was just so impressed with it last time, I just thought I'd go and get another one and eat it warm, and just to see what it's like. Yeah, full of goodness, full of meat. I've never had a bad pie from them whatsoever, but let's have a look. You never know. See if the consistency and quality of the product stays the same. So enjoyable, absolutely superb. What a meal that is. Clean the palate. What a meal, absolutely fantastic. I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to put that over here, and then I'm going to go for the pork pie. Now I know, and somebody mentioned before, but I do know that the best way of cutting a pork pie is upside down. Yeah, so I'm going to do that now. And there you go. But this is warm, don't forget. So the colour consistency might have changed a little bit. It's just been in the microwave for less than a minute, really, which is about a minute. So I'm going to have a taste of that one. I do enjoy the pastry. Quite crispy. That's quite nice. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not going to give you a score on each of these things. I'm just going to say they're very, very nice. It's very nice produce. The steak pie is to die for, but it's personal choice again, and I do buy them from other places and I really enjoy them. Now I will tell you that to enjoy a pork pie or a steak pie, I don't really stand on the street very much. For these experiments I've been doing that, eating a steak pie or pork pie. But sometimes it's been desperate in my lifetime, I'm quite old now, to go into a supermarket or a butcher shop and buy a steak pie, pork pie, and eat it on the street and go back to the office and do some work. Needs must. But I wouldn't do that normally. I'd bring it home and make a meal of it. I'll talk about that and how we do that in a minute. This is your normal sausage roll from Bolster Moor Farm. I'm going to cut that open. And that looks like decent meat. It doesn't fall apart, it doesn't press, doesn't compress much. It looks very nice. And it's warm, as I say. I've never had one of these from that shop before. Good, well seasoned. Nice pork. Lovely pastry. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Put that over there. This is the pulled pork sausage roll, as they call it. Now, we see these quite a lot in Yorkshire. It's quite fat in comparison to, say, this one here. Yeah, that's a typical one. But you get lots of these in Yorkshire, and they're a meal in their own right. I'm going to cut it in half. There you go. And that's warm. The pastry is absolutely, you can see it looks delicious. I'm going to have a taste of that one. No, that's right up there. I'll be honest with you, if you went to a restaurant or a pub lunch or something like that, they serve that as a meal, even without any other stuff, that would be quite something. That'd be quite something indeed. Delightful, well seasoned. It tastes like there's apple in there as well, which will be very nice. It's just very sweet, which is quite nice. Obviously well seasoned and well cooked and good quality meat. Now, to go on, to make a meal out of any of these things, you would probably use some kind of condiment. And these are the condiments that we have indoors and are readily available. But some of these things, the Stokes is a new kid on the block really. In the last few years it's appeared. And Trecclements. Now Trecclements condiments are not cheap, but quality isn't cheap. What is cheap is this one, Marks and Spencer's tomato ketchup, £1. What a bargain. And I'll be honest with you, I've looked at the ingredients in this one and I've tasted this many times. It's really nice. And if you're on a budget and you want some good quality stuff, I can't beat that. If you want a little bit of luxury, have a look for these. This is proper tomato ketchup. The additives are very low. There's not a lot of what I call muck in there. This is, in actual fact, a Marks and Spencer's tomato ketchup. It's a little bit above this one here. So it's a promotion above this one here. I can't remember how much it is, but it's a little bit more expensive. But it's absolutely very nice. This one here is excellent, Stokes. Now I've got my famous food critic outside trying to get in here. We've given him a treat because when he smells food, it's just impossible to deal with. There he is, my good mate Finn. But we'll let him in a minute. So as I say, Stokes do a lot of other different products as well. The brown sauce here is superb, really different to the Houses of Parliament stuff that you're normally used to. And to have any of these things here, your pork pie, your steak pie, your sausage roll, any of these condiments, this is fantastic. English mustard, strong English mustard. I prefer Coleman's, it's just what I've been brought up to use. Sticky barbecue sauce from Trecclements is fantastic. And I absolutely adore this one, which is a mustard ketchup, sweet mustard ketchup. To go with any of these, only a little bit. It's very expensive, but you just need a little bit just to make it into a meal. Piccalilli is another one I usually use, but I haven't got any in at the moment. But anyway, let's have a look at the prices of these things. So the steak pie was £3.10p. I'll be honest with you, it's all of the money. It's very well worth it, and you could have that with a tin of peas or something like that. or just on its own with some condiments. What a fantastic lunch. Yeah, so that's £3 and 10p. The small pork pie here is £2.49. Not a bad price, average. I mean, a supermarket pork pie you pay about nearly £2, £1.50, £1.80, something like that. Well worth it. Your sausage roll here is £2.05, but the thing is £2.05p. That's proper meat in there, no messing about, and the pastry is absolutely delightful. So cooked by proper people that know how to cook and how to bake pastry. This one here, this is a pulled pork sausage roll. In comparison to that one, that's £2 and 5p. This is £2 and 60p. This is absolutely great value for money and taste absolutely fantastic. Now, when I want to enjoy something like this in a weekly basis, I might buy one of these, and one of these. And over the next 7 days, I might have that on Monday, that on Wednesday, and that on Friday. And I just change it by adding a different condiment. I know we've got our usual condiments that we normally use, HP sauce or red sauce or brown sauce or whatever, but you can just change it to suit your taste for that particular day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that you know when we post another video. If you've got any comments or anything to teach me, put it down below and I'll get back to you. I'll speak to you later.